Saurabh Rajput was a man of the sea. He sailed the vast oceans, his heart filled with dreams for his family. A loving husband and doting father, Saurabh worked tirelessly in London. He yearned to provide his wife, Muskan, and their precious daughter with a life of comfort and joy. His return to Meerut for his daughter's birthday was meant to be a celebration. Little did he know a storm was brewing, one that would extinguish his light forever. His homecoming was not met with warmth and laughter. Instead, he stepped into a nightmare orchestrated by the woman he loved. The bustling city of Meerut held a dark secret, one hidden in the heart of his own home. As Saurabh embraced his family, he was unaware of the sinister plan being hatched beneath his own roof. The woman he trusted, the mother of his child, was about to betray him in the most brutal way imaginable. Muskan, Saurabh's wife, was a woman consumed by a love that was not her husband's. Her heart belonged to Sahil, a ghost from her past, a schoolmate who had re-entered her life with promises of a forbidden love. Their affair was a dangerous dance, fueled by passion and deceit. Sahil, a young man easily influenced, became a pawn in Muskan's twisted game. Blinded by his infatuation, he failed to see the depths of her manipulation. She whispered poison into his ears, painting Saurabh as an obstacle to their happiness. Their secret rendezvous, hidden from the prying eyes of society and the unsuspecting Saurabh, became a breeding ground for their sinister plot. Muskan, driven by her desire to be with Sahil, began to see Saurabh not as her husband, but as a barrier to her twisted version of happiness. The plan was cold, calculated, and utterly heartless. Muskan, with chilling detachment, decided to eliminate Saurabh from their lives, forever. She would drug him, rendering him helpless. Then, with Sahil as her accomplice, she would him, ending his life and shattering the world of their innocent daughter. On that fateful night, as Saurabh lay slumbering, unaware of the evil lurking in the shadows, Muskan made her move. She slipped the sedative into it, her hand steady, her heart devoid of remorse. As the drug took hold, she summoned Sahil, their pact sealed in blood. Together, they committed the unthinkable. Saurabh's life was taken, not in a moment of meticulously planned act of barbarity. His body, once filled with life and love, was desecrated, dismembered into 15 pieces, a gruesome testament to the depravity of their act. The killers, believing themselves to be masters of deceit, attempted to erase the evidence of their heinous crime. They procured a large drum, intending to encase Saurabh's remains in cement, a macabre sarcophagus for their dark secret. However, their plan was flawed, their arrogance their undoing. The weight of their sin, both literally and metaphorically, proved too heavy to bear. The drum, filled with Saurabh's dismembered body, remained in their house, a constant, ghastly reminder of their actions. As days turned into nights, a foul odor began to permeate their home, the stench of death clinging to them like a shroud. The neighbors, initially oblivious to the horrors unfolding within the walls of this seemingly ordinary home, grew suspicious. The overwhelming stench of decay, impossible to ignore, became a silent scream for justice, leading to the unraveling of Muskan and Sahil's web of lies. The police, alerted by the neighbors' suspicions, descended upon the house. The gruesome discovery of Saurabh's remains sent shockwaves through the community. Muskan, her facade of innocence crumbling, cracked under the weight of her guilt. She confessed to her parents, their world shattered by the monstrous truth about their daughter. Sahil, consumed by fear and remorse, was apprehended soon after. The lovers, their faces splashed across newspapers, were no longer seen as victims of a forbidden love. Their true nature, that of cold-blooded killers, was laid bare for the world to see. The evidence against them was overwhelming. Bloodstains, the murder weapons, and the digital trail of their twisted plan, woven through text messages and chilling Snapchat conversations. They had not only taken a life but had desecrated it, their actions a betrayal of the deepest kind. Trapped in a web of lies. As the investigation progressed, a chilling detail emerged, revealing the depths of Muskan's manipulation. She had impersonated Sahil's deceased mother on Snapchat, exploiting his grief and vulnerability to incite him to murder. Using this digital disguise, she sent him messages, urging him to prove his love by eliminating Saurabh. These messages, recovered from Sahil's phone, painted a horrifying picture of emotional abuse and coercion. Muskan, a master manipulator, had preyed on Sahil's weaknesses. twisting his love and loyalty into weapons against her husband. The digital ghost of his mother, resurrected through Muskin's deceit, became the instrument of his downfall. The revelation of this digital manipulation sent chills down the spines of investigators and the public alike. It was a stark reminder of the manipulative power of technology and the ease with which it could be used to exploit vulnerabilities and incite violence. Justice, a bitter pill to swallow. The Meerut courtroom became a stage for a real-life tragedy. The families of the victim and the perpetrators faced each other, their hearts heavy with grief, anger, and disbelief. The evidence presented was irrefutable, the details of the crime too horrific to comprehend. Muskin and Sahil, their faces pale and drawn, sat in the dock, the weight of their actions crushing their youthful defiance. The court, a place where justice is meant to be served, struggled to find solace for a crime so heinous, a betrayal so profound. The legal proceedings were punctuated by outbursts from both sides, raw emotions spilling into the hallowed halls of justice. The lawyers, tasked with defending the indefensible, found themselves grappling with the enormity of the crime, their arguments dwarfed by the brutal reality of the murder. A family torn asunder. Saurabh's family, shattered by his loss, demanded justice. Their grief morphed into a burning rage, seeking solace in the harshest punishment the law could deliver. Muskin's family, once respected members of the community, found themselves ostracized, their daughter's actions casting a long, dark shadow. The weight of their daughter's crime crushed them, their love for her battling with the horror of her actions. They condemned her betrayal, acknowledging the depth of her sin, and the pain she had inflicted. Their once close-knit family was torn asunder, the threads of love and loyalty shredded by the sharp edges of betrayal and murder. Muskan's daughter, an innocent caught in the crossfire of this tragedy, became an orphan, forever marked by the sins of her parents. Echoes of a love lost to madness. The Meerut murder mystery, a tale as old as time, serves as a grim reminder of the destructive power of obsession and the fragility of life. Sourabh, a man who dedicated his life to his family, became a victim of the very people he loved the most. His story, echoing through the corridors of time, stands as a stark warning against the perils of unchecked desire and the devastating consequences of blind trust. The tragedy serves as a chilling reminder that even in the sanctuary of our homes, darkness can lurk, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. The echoes of this love lost to madness will continue to reverberate through the streets of Meerut, a haunting reminder of the fine line between love and hate, loyalty and betrayal, and the devastating consequences when that line is crossed.